Hello everyone, Scarabray is back here with Hunter the Parenting. So, welcome back to my reaction analysis.
Radio time!
Yay!
It's DJ Wormwood, and I'll be joining you and your family as you journey through the day.
Well, I think Horse is with D, so yeah, his family is there.
On the road, pushing through the shift, or just sitting snugly on your couch on your day off. Before today's program, I just wanted to say, this station has always been run by you, the people, and the families. But due to a strain on our financial situation, and with the world as it is, we've taken the dire decision to ask for sponsors for our program. So, we need not pester you any more than that.
If anyone wants to sponsor my videos, I would be perfectly happy to accept it. Though, it'll probably be quite a while before I get any sponsorships.
I love recessions! Always grow hair on my chest.
Come to think of it, considering how D's basically a hobo without a job who lives out of a bus and steals most things, recessions probably don't affect him as much as, general people.
But for now, I hope you understand. We're all deeply thankful for your listening in. Always have been. So, to start up proper, we'd like to thank our sponsors. The first one being
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, back at it again to advertise you.
And that, everyone, was our introductory moment to one of the most powerful characters in World of Darkness, and so far, the most powerful character to appear on Hunter the Parenting. Though, I don't know if the Hunter the Parenting guys had it planned already that Yogers I think is the proper term, but I don't know if they planned out exactly who he was ahead of time, or if they just decided to make this Swedish guy that character later.
What year is it?
Crying.
What year is it? Listen, kid, this is very unmarketable of you. Hey!
Who are you?
I own you.
Honestly, that's kinda how you'd expect a Pentex official to act. He's just more blatant about it than other members of them.
Okay, whatever. So basically, I'm here to advertise for your every gaming need. Hobby hoppen. Okay, question listener, are you in Sweden?
No.
This is a Miami station.
This in Miami. Whose advertisement here, huh? Okay, so anyway, Hobby Hoppen is a very cool, very good local hobby shop located in Gävle, Sweden, right next to the famous Yule goat that the football kids burn every year. Do not burn the Yule goat!
Hey, fuck you with my Dragon's Wrath. That's a Christmas tradition, or Yule tradition, I guess.
Hobby Hoppen have been around since 1996.
Yeah, and D doesn't seem to fully recognize the gravity of the situation on the radio.
And are owned by two very nice adult people, veterans of the hobby industry and pillars of the community. They have survived several recessions unlike you, and with their aid, you can shop for your hobby. At Hobby Hoppen, you can shop glitter and sequins and glue and calligraphy ink and boards games and card games, cards and non-card games.
God, I gotta visit my local hobby shop soon. Then again, the hobby shops in my area, I'm more, aside from Turnip 28, I'm more into tabletop games than, role-playing games than war games. And they don't really have a Turnip 28 thing going on, but aside from that, it's pretty much in this area, card games and war games. I wish there was more TTRPG stuff that's actually at a decent hour.
Cards to send to grandmother, and of course, your cool wargaming tabletop models. They are one of the first sellers of tabletop wargaming in Europe, true veterans in the field who have never given up, and you should buy from them now if you are in Sweden. Buy.
Okay, I will buy from them if I ever go to Sweden. Highly unlikely, though.
Buy from them now. Please, keep the shop alive for another 25 years or I will send him in. If you are in...
Kinda ironic from the guy working for a company that's trying to accelerate the end of the world.
Sweden. So please go order from their website at http://boutique.hobbyshoppen.com if you are in Sweden.
Why are you advertising
Put up the crying baby picture for that guy.
a Swedish hobby thing? We said we wanted local sponsorships for the family.
This is local, I said it multiple times.
To some town in Sweden, maybe.
Listen, you agreed on the contract.
So some hobby shop in some fuck-off corner of Europe, sorry for the words yours, is going to be paying us for advertising.
Thinking, yeah, this is why you don't ever sign a contract with anyone attached to Pentex. Unfortunately, Pentex has so many subsidiaries that it's very difficult to avoid that. That being said, it isn't clear at the moment that Mike works for Pentex or is even Mike.
On a privately owned radio channel in Florida.
Archaic map of the US.
You're getting paid.
What?
I just wanted to advertise them for free because I like them a lot.
You know, considering how Mike is played by Alpha, this is probably a bit of sincerity moment from him here, especially with the, these next lines.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for hobby. So, basically, you should be thankful and go buy our tabletop bottles from them if you are in Sweden.
Please put the gun away. Who signed up to this? Charles? Charles, what did you sign?
Hey, if you are a cool tabletop game company or you are making a cool game or you want to sponsor spot on this show, then please contact us. Thank you.
Tell me what
time
you
to play
signed.
that radio thing. This has been Pentex MNC representing all
And now we know that he works for Pentex.
subsidiaries. And remember, we live in your house.
Very ominous logo, but kind of fitting for Pentex.
Okay, play music.
You don't get to decide.
My blangus! Foreign stations never disappoint! What a bunch of freaks! I do need to buy some wire for the Bob fence though, so maybe I'll pop by when next I burn the goat.
Yeah. Dee's the one who's been burning the goat. He's been doing it since the early Middle Ages or whatever that tradition started.
Maybe buy Marcus's cloudy little card games as well. Speaking of, we were very nice to drop Marcus off to consume alcohol with his friends, weren't we, Horse?
Situation established, and it's good to see that Horse is doing okay.
I just wish the lad wouldn't brave any pub brawls this time round. He's in no shape to pummel the locals today. Oh, who am I kidding? I hope he has a good time. So that's why I'm a mummy now.
Ironically enough, his daddy might be the real mummy. And I think that's a reference to Magnus the Red's various Egyptian themes. But yeah, this episode establishes a few important characters. I don't know how important Mike Dragon's Wrath is going to be. I suspect he might end up being the final villain for them to fight, but he's a bit too powerful even for Stig, and I'm kind of basing that off of nothing. But anyway, Harry here is one of Marcus's friends and a member of the Arcanum. He is probably the least important of all the people who will be introduced in this episode, at least as of the current episode of Hunter the Parenting. He might get more important later.
Damn.
Yep.
A very powerful mummy, though. Was all of that true?
Yep.
Even the part with the 6 guys with the chainsaws?
No, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, 33 stomps to the skull, though.
Aye, is that right?
Well,
if we count the whole operation, it was 1 face kick, 30 face punches, 7 ass punches, 1 punch, 1 window out throw, 1 leg gunshot.
Yeah, like, Marcus is kinda lucky he's already gay, because if not, he's never having children.
33 face stomps and 1 big football kick into my fiancée, and then into a bus.
God damn.
And I did not even forget who you are. Harry.
Oh, that's mental, mate. But it's no wonder.
Yeah, basically some establishment of Marcus and Harry's dynamic.
You survived, really. Your thighs are practically cracking through the cast.
Well, I did manage to squat, 260 pounds last week. Before the mauled by a blank thing.
High bar or low bar?
Always the issue whenever you exercise and then get sick or injured for a while, it kinda sets back your project.
Low bar.
That's good.
Yeah, can't wait to do CrossFit for the next 9 weeks. No, wait, I can wait for that.
Welcome to assault bike hell, brother.
More like assault bile.
True. Oh.
Also, this episode is going to establish exactly why Big D is right to be cautious about Marcus.
Anime, 12 o'clock.
Establishment of Grimmeline Smith, better known as Grimmel.
It's bloody Grimmel!
She is definitely one of the most important characters who appears in this episode as of the time of writing.
What
The
fuck is up?
Damn though, Mark, you look dead.
Yeah, I died.
Get well soon. Seriously, you look like a mummy.
Literally what I said.
Literally X3, oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, Harry?
Alright, Grimmel.
Anyone figured out if mummies are real yet?
Realizes he fucked up.
Mummies are real.
That's not what I meant.
Mummies are desiccated dead people.
Yeah, kinda meant the undead mummy there, but Grimmeline is using that to make fun of him in a playful way.
No!
Smack dab in the middle of the British Museum, just lying there,
Oh,
Marcus.
it's not what I meant!
Did you forget there are non-supernatural phenomena?
Stop! This is worse than the head kick! Stop it!
Speaking of, like, what happened? You look like you got run over by a train.
Alright, so it all starts in the woods.
Marcus got jumped by a bunch of lads. Nearly kicked it. Or, well, he was kicked at least.
Don't you for reals?
In the skull.
Mate!
Yep.
Well, he was kicked at least.
Yeah, so
Don't you for reals?
notice how here they are being generally careful at this point about who they fought, or at least who Marcus fought. Harry there mentions lads, but he doesn't say exactly what sorts they were, so any vampire listening in might think that Marcus just got in a really bad scrap with a gang or something.
In the skull.
Mate! That sucks.
33 times.
Aw. I never get jumped anymore.
I'm covered with scars.
Okay, Grimmel saying that she doesn't get jumped. I'm gonna call it foreshadowing. Unfortunately, the counter broke last episode, so I can't do much with it, but it's foreshadowing for the fact that Grimmel basically thinks her only worth is in how hard she can take a punch, and in the past was particularly desperate to prove herself. That being said, the fact that she doesn't get jumped is also telling. Like after the episode where she talks with Kitten, it indicates that, well, this is basically a very early hint at the moment when you look back on it that she has changed as a person since then.
And cracked bones.
Oh my gosh, Marcus though, will you ever walk again? I
Maybe.
mean, you're fine, lol.
Graham, you don't get jumped anymore, because everyone knows you walk around with that weird sex paddle.
Harry, it's the Yowie paddle.
Grimmel being very specific about the type of sex ore it is.
It's only a sex paddle if you do any basic research, which no one here has done.
I have.
Was it good?
It was wild.
Literally, Squee.
Literally?
Literally. Anyway, related, stupid Arcanum says I gotta stop jumping people.
Yeah, a bit of Grimmeline's frustrations with the Arcanum, which is part of her character.
You've been jumping people.
Well, no. It was like A preemptive ordinance? In case I was so inclined.
Well, let me tell you, as a man who was recently jumped, you aren't missing much.
Oh, but
Julia
Marcus!
still hurts.
You getting your legs kicked in or whatever?
They were shot.
Okay, shot or whatever. That means your glutes are gonna get that Zen Kai boost.
That... what?
Zen Kai. His legs are pumping with Zen Kai juice.
Is that a protein supplement?
Yeah.
Harry!
Harry doesn't quite recognize Dragon Ball Z, which was throughout the 90s and 2000s, if I remember right, airing. It has a somewhat complicated release history, with the original Ocean dub putting in stupid lines like, "Too bad it's Sunday, the buildings would have been filled up tomorrow," and the dub only doing well in its reruns, which, well, kinda got cancelled at the start and then ended up getting reshot under Funimation. But to put it simply, there were multiple releases of Dragon Ball Z. I don't know the exact history of the runtime, but okay, come on. Even if they weren't on the TV at the time, Dragon Ball Z is pretty much always gonna be relevant. It is one of the essential anime. You could literally have them mention it today and it would still be relevant.
Hey, Harry, that's Dragon Ball!
Oh... really?
Yeah, you know, when Vegeta gets beat up by Juhat.
Establishment of Grimmel as using more Japanese pronunciation than the more Englishanized version of the default.
Tigor and later return stronger.
Who?
She means Android 18.
Android 18? Isn't that Android 8? The Frankenstein guy?
Harry, precious baby, literally how have you not watched C?
Yeah.
You go to the gym 5 days a week!
Another establishment of Harry, that he's very strong. Like, going to the gym 5 days a week, you would build up some muscle. And even if you can't tell based on his face there, which is a bit bulky, that should definitely indicate how strong he is.
I don't know. I stopped reading when Krillin died. That was too much for me.
And this, well, is an indication of Harry's general kindness. He is strong, but he is nowhere near a fighter and has a low willpower score. So, which, well, I mean, we don't know those latter things quite yet, but this is basically setting up that despite his immense physical strength, he isn't really much good in a fight.
Harry!
Which I suppose is a bit of contrast to Grimmel, who is definitely really physically strong and possibly a ghoul, but doesn't look as strong as Harry, but is much more useful in a fight, and probably would be even if she isn't stronger than him, which fairly sure she is due to the whole ghoul thing.
He comes back!
Possibly.
Nah.
Either her or Elise, most likely.
Really?
Yeah! Dragon Balls, hello!
Oh, thank God.
In World of Darkness terms, I think Harry would be someone with a 4 or 5 in strength, but no dots in any combat skills.
She does again, though.
Aw.
Again.
No.
Again.
Oh, Krillin.
And again.
I'm crying.
Just like Marcus.
Whoa.
Introduction to Elise and her slightly terrifying nature.
Ace! I didn't see you crawl in.
The shadows and I are one.
At least
Honestly, out of everyone in the Arcanum, I wouldn't be surprised if Elise and Grimmel were supernatural. At least one of those two has got to be the ghoul, and Elise might be a fae or something. But, like, I mean, come on, that Red Eyes introduction, that could be extensive makeup or glasses or with something in them or something, but could also be
I
supernatural.
didn't see you crawl in.
The shadows and I are one.
And also, this establishes her, aside from her appearance, as being very
At
goth.
least you hag stop prophesying my inevitable demise. And they sell iced coffee in this
No,
club.
keep doing it. I want it forecast like the weather.
Your will be done.
So, am I the only one here who doesn't want to bury Marcus?
Yes!
Bury him in a shallow grave.
Thinking on it, this is baseless speculation, but maybe this is foreshadowing that Marcus is going to die and come back as a mummy. Like a legitimate mummy, not just wrapped up in bandages.
Bury him in Slutzo.
I personally think that this is a bit of a stretch. If Marcus is a supernatural, it's most likely that he's a mage, but still.
Grimmel.
A befitting fate.
Language.
Harry!
Yeah, like establishing... So, Harry is the only one who doesn't make playful jabs at Marcus, though he gets quite a bit from all his friends of jabs at him, which once again establishes his kindness.
That's all Lane is in Norfolk. It's real.
My granddad lives there.
There's also Stiff Key, Booty Road, Dick's Mount, Hooker Road.
Honestly, we're kind of drawing a parallel between Grimmel and Kitten here, considering how they Kitten and Grimmel both talk about places with weird names that are of erotic natures, like Cockthorpe in the first episode.
And of course, Cockthorpe.
I have relatives in all these locations.
Uncouth, you are.
No, sex word's funny.
Sex word's funny, true!
Could we, go back to the blank attack that you lived through?
It's not the worst idea.
Yep, referring to blanks while avoiding the vampire thing.
Hey, so, Lise, Marcus was kicked to death by some blanks.
This is my funeral ceremony.
Damn, Rip, get well soon.
Literally what I said.
How many were there?
4 different kinds, all of them. Happened upon them in a big pit that led into some old tunnels. Dad probably knew they were there, but, didn't give us any real fucking info past the barest basics. But we managed to get them good and brought home all 4 of them. But then one escaped, I fell out of a window, got shot in the legs, and then the escapee kicked me.
Yeah, even revealing this amount of details, I'd say, at a bar like this is pretty risky. Especially if even if, say, a cop heard you, would be a bit bad.
And none of it was my fault.
Wow, bloody hell.
You are terrifying.
The one that kicked me was, Sludge Lads, for the record.
Yeah, Sludge Lad, huh?
Yeah, don't remember?
Well, yes, but the chapter house says blanks are a forbidden subject for, junior members. Only the old guard really discusses them.
Grime has crawled through the vents to listen to those old...
Only the old guard really...
Yeah, so we have the whole... So this is basically establishment of some of the politics going on at the Arcanum. The blank thing has been banned, and we'll find out why soon.
Grime has crawled through the vents to listen to those old fogies.
Yes! And
Establishment of the vents, which is foreshadowing for something that'll happen much later on.
I fall asleep doing so every time. Would recommend. Beats popping benzos even. But besides that, the Arcanum doesn't really allow us to use those designations anymore for other reasons as well.
Why? Do the old troglodytes think our terminology sounds too postmodern or something?
It's because they're D words.
D words?
Your dad, your family. You're all affiliated with their...
Yeah.
usage, so...
Remmel Blacklaw.
The purpose of this dialogue is to give more establishment of Remold and how much he hates Dee before he even appears. Remold hates Dee so much that he isn't even letting people use words associated with him.
Lobbied for the banning of all D words and burning of all D works since you went rogue.
Nothing you contributed is left.
Well, Elise doesn't quite know this, but some of it is, just, not under Dee's name.
Wow. That is absolutely goddamn asinine.
Mm-hmm.
Supernatural scholars my ass. What is less scholarly than burning documents? What an absolute circus! And all the competent clowns are dead!
Yeah, so, when we see the, pictures in the Arcanum, there are some people who are in them who don't show up. Presumably they are either no longer with the Arcanum or dead, as Marcus suggests.
Did Occam really just allow that?
No. The Chancellor's doing his best. But Occam's being chapter master of something as tiny as the Yarmouth chapter house is, well...
futile.
Yeah.
Remold and the rest of the old guard are pushing him around hard nowadays. It's honestly gotten worse than ever since you guys left.
Which is establishment of Occam's character, that while he tries, he is either a bit of a pushover or there really isn't anything he can do about it due to Remmel's influence and power.
That's to be expected, I suppose. We throw ourselves out there to actually discover the truth firsthand, yet all our work is destroyed by those who claim to care the most about the subject of the supernatural. Pfft, whatever. I got kicked to death for me, not for them.
Yeah, which should show... yeah, like, I like the look on Grimmel's face here. Grimmel was definitely not liking the restrictions of the Arcanum, and Marcus probably agrees with her on some level. But, well, we'll see later on that Kitten doesn't really like... Well, actually, it was already shown that Kitten's a bit upset that he's not in the Arcanum anymore. He actually liked being in it.
All the discoveries that came with it are mine. We learned some utterly ridiculous stuff about Blank Society on our last hunt. Things that'd give poor old Remmel the heart attack.
Yeah, like you discovered the shoe size that blank, didn't you?
Grimu-kun-sama?
Hi, Marcus-san.
Yeah.
Explode.
Do you?
But
Yeah.
seriously, past all that, we are actually really happy you got out of that with your life intact.
Yeah, no, we're joking away the pain. If we're for serious and for real, you look fucked, Mark. Proper so.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time. Possibly the worst time, though, on account of the ringing in my ear that's not going away.
Is it like a church bell ringing?
A more minor key, I'd say.
Damn. Maybe next time.
Well, hey.
No, what? Stop! Ear, I just
If
said...
your ear is ringing, I got you a little something to readjust it.
Is that...
It can't be. Gobbly.
Yeah, Marcus seems to be a bit less traumatized about goblins than Kitten thinks he is, considering his excitement about this goblin.
That's right.
Harry, well, he's the most serious out of all of them too, hence why he doesn't take part in the others chanting.
As Masayoshi Takanaka's 1981 Japanese fusion epic, The Rainbow Goblins.
Holy shit! And it's vinyl?
Where'd you get this relic?
Got contacts in Shinjuku, don't I?
Nice, that's a big place.
OVAs, UVs.
OVAs.
Which you need to watch, Harry.
I would, if they went in a language I don't understand.
The freak! Face your death!
Just learn Japanese, dude.
Watashi wa Nihongo ga sukoshi shika hanasemasen.
Some words in Japanese that I'm hoping someone in the comments can translate. Because I have no idea what the fuck she just said.
Cheers, mate. I'll drink to that.
She just said 5 slurs.
God damn.
Okay, I don't know if my video would get demonetized if what Grimmel said is correct. But if they aren't slurs, go ahead and translate.
I'm it.
It's been too long. Ignoring the despondency of the chapter house elite, ye who are yet to be banned. How's your own Arcanum research coming along, by the way?
I have yet to find the unholy tome of ancient East Anglian curses. I also haven't found a single fairy.
Oh, you'll get them next time, Lise.
You know, a lot of people commented about my last video with the theory that what Kitten encountered isn't a, well, in his first encounter with a quote-unquote vampire was actually a type of fairy. In which case it basically would mean that Kitten encountered more fairies, especially if that disgusting thing that shows up in the worm episode was a fairy. Togo was that, just thinking about it disturbs me. But anyway, oh yeah, so Kitten might have encountered more fairies than Elise did if the theory is true. And it would make sense as hunters, like, experience the supernatural all the time. Sorry, misidentify the supernatural a lot. While it is from Hunter the Vigil, not Hunter the Reckoning, I do remember there's a part of that War Chronicles of Darkness book, or probably in, can't remember if it's 1E or 2E, where I think 2E, where they point out that a lot of hunters can probably get pretty stubborn about supernatural types. Okay, like what? A werewolf? No, that's obviously a vampire turning into a wolf. A sorcerer? Obviously a vampire who can use magic. Some people getting bitten? bitten in the neck, well, yeah, that's probably a vampire. What, the fangs don't match vampire fangs? That's a vampire with unusual teeth. And, that being said, there are a lot of... I can't fully blame the hunters for it, because there are a lot of supernatural types that overlap or have similar characteristic in some ways. Like, well, to use Chronicles of Darkness as an example, both vampires and werewolves can turn into wolves. It's just that only some vampires can turn into wolves, while all werewolves can. Also, some types of spellcasters can turn into wolves. As can people who take the skin of animals and put them on in their skinwalking rituals. And as for, like, the, well, honestly, I think a quote from Werewolf the Forsaken with the whole blood-drinking monster says it. It drank people's blood. How was I supposed to, and had pale skin, how was I supposed to know it was a guy being possessed by a leech spirit?
Yes, I fucking will.
Arcanum's mostly had me running esoteric errands of late. Like taking care of a package that, I swear I think I heard screaming at one point.
Arcanum doing human trafficking now.
Well, not me. The package was like, book-sized.
Maybe it had an actual fairy inside of it. Or maybe a screaming book.
Be some creepy clandestine shit reserved for the upper crust.
Well, I have made some amazing advances on my Quagian research.
Grimmel.
Mm-hmm.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quagian.
like how she replies to that fucker line. And Marcus's tone makes it quite clear this is more playful.
Don't exist.
Yes, they bloody do!
Grimmel, my dad tells me literally nothing ever, and yet even he told me up front that the Quagian are a LARP group based out of LA who hijack concepts from like 10 different Asian cultures and mash them up without actually knowing anything about them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so this whole thing about the Quagian, well, first off, as a side note, I would find it a bit funny if Grimmel came back as one of them. But, in general, I think this is more like to establish that they're going with the more recent canon, where mages, where the Quagian don't actually exist. So, the Quagian were basically, so for those who don't know, they were meant to be the Asian version of vampires, an old edition of World of Darkness, not Chronicles. Chronicles never had them. And they are very, 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 very loosely based on the Jiangshi, which are, well, Chinese hopping vampires, so to speak. Well, yeah, Chinese hopping vampires, basically. And, like, if I remember right, was it Speaker D or Carl the Deranged? Well, I think Speaker D really doesn't like them at all, and the new World of Darkness editions decanonize them entirely. That being said, I personally don't agree with the decision to fully decanonize them in my personal thing. I think they could have been fixed, and as proof of that, I'd like to present the Princes of Darkness mod for Crusader Kings 3. Totally not advertising a playthrough I'm going to do of it, though I am. That mod basically fixed the problems with the Quagian, and did it in a really good way. So I think World of Darkness should have done something like that, but that being said, I can understand why they didn't, especially since the Quagian were never as popular as their other game lines, and they probably wouldn't be able to get enough money from like the source books to make correcting them be worth it business-wise. So yeah, I can at least understand it, and I do kind of agree that the Quagian would need to be pretty heavily changed to make them work. Also, the LARP group in LA thing is a reference to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. There were a few of those, and I'm guessing that in the Hunter the Parenting universe, the Quagian of LA were just a bunch of LARPing vampires. And like Ming Zhao, their leader, was probably a Zamisi with a really weird Zulo form.
Then explain the lack of vampires in Japan. You can't, because it's Quagian territory, and that means no vampires allowed, huh? How's that, sheeple?
Grimmel, we lived in Wakanai for 5 months and found only vampires. Just because they're non-European doesn't mean they aren't the exact same.
Oi.
Oh, okay. Here's where we get to it. Also, something I find funny about Chronicles of Darkness, those really long-headed yokai, Rokurokubi, I think, are established as being are established as being called, basically a group of deva living in some town in Japan, probably with a discipline to make their, or devotion to make their necks long, but, just find that a bit funny. But anyway, Marcus gets frustrated enough over essentially a lighthearted conversation to let the vampire word slip. This is a pretty big error on his part. If a vampire were to hear him, it wouldn't, or even a ghoul, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that he's a vampire hunter.
Just because they're non-European doesn't mean they aren't the exact same.
Oi. Stop using the V word.
And Harry warns him to not use it.
How could you even tell the difference?
Trust me.
Marcus doesn't really pay attention to Harry because he's too focused on his talk with Grimmel.
Never tried to channel their ki before kicking our skulls. And Dad never referred to them as anything other than vampires.
And Marcus uses the vampire word again, which is a very easy way to get caught, especially since Marcus is admitting that he found and fought vampires. If he was talking about, say, making a vampire movie or some LARP involving vampires, a vampire might dismiss it as like, this is just some guy in a LARP or for a movie, might investigate him, but might not do it too deeply. On the other hand, Marcus is basically outright talking about fighting vampires in public, which is something that could easily get you killed in World of Darkness.
Your dad is...
Yes?
Yes?
Your dad wears short shorts in December.
Yes, and he still has enough brain left to fall for the cool special Asian vamp hoax.
And that is pretty much the perfect response to what Grimmel said.
Shitting on my life's work like
Go
this.
channel your yin-yang energy somewhere else, Grimmeline Smith from Norfolk, UK.
Biting you.
Grimmel getting a bit aggressive, but they're still playful in a way.
How's the fucking fiance?
Honestly, aside from the frustrations, Grimmel referring it to fucking is, just kind of a hint that she and Kitten were together.
Well, he's alright. Still not 100%. He made it out of the blank situation with a few nicks and some back pain. He actually kind of saved me from it.
And now that Marcus has calmed down, he's calling it blanks again. That being said, Marcus still could have gotten them killed with the whole talking openly about vampires thing.
Being stomped more than 33 times.
Really? How?
He got mad.
Mad?
Madder than when I leave 5 used plates in the office for 2 weeks.
If you ever did that in my home, you'd fear for your life.
I fear for my life every time I speak with you, Elise.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, another establishment at least kind of likes freaking people out.
But yeah, he went off on that lad something fierce. Called him a coward, pathetic, laid into the bastard with every insult he could think of. All to get him away from me and out into the minefield.
Yeah, and here, Marcus, we can hear in his voice actor's performance that Marcus is pretty proud of Kitten. And this.
Not front lawn.
Sorry, you're what?
Yeah. He really showed that he...
Marcus mentions the minefield thing, and Harry's the only one who's like, what? He is definitely being established as the most normal of Marcus's group of friends.
cared, you know? It was just so intense. I kind of loved it.
God damn. Didn't know he had it in him.
Yeah.
Sure you didn't.
Tee-hee.
Yeah, that's sure you didn't. Kinda hinting at Kitten and Grimmel's former relationship. And also, it honestly kinda says a lot about Marcus's character that he's still on very good terms with his boyfriend's ex. That is something that could cause all sorts of problems if he and Grimmel were different people.
Anyway, I'm glad he was your knight in shining jumper.
Yeah, what about that minefield though?
Just don't walk up the front lawn, Harry.
Your dad's idea, I take it?
Yep.
Kinda surprised it's not Door's idea.
Isn't that your fiance's house?
Then again, it might be, considering the last episode. Marcus probably assumes that it's Dee's idea if they're doing something, even if it's someone else's.
Was he okay with that? Isn't he kinda sane?
Oh, I'm sure our family has put some kind of damper on his sanity. Yeah. Took the Arcanum ban the hardest since,
And this is entirely consistent with what we're shown from Kitten. I've seen enough series that say a character does something or took something hard without actually showing it that, oh god, this feels really good to see and evaluate.
The only real reason he's banned is because he happened to be so tightly wrapped in with me.
Yeah. And we can hear the the guilt in Marcus's voice. He genuinely feels bad about getting Kitten banned, even if it wasn't his fault or trying to do it.
Just as fucking incensed as...
Though then again, it was kind of his fault for still hunting with Dee, but like, it wasn't his fault directly that Kitten got banned, because Kitten just got banned by association.
Was on the lawn once I told him about the document burning.
Honestly,
Probably.
understandable. He's always got something to be mad at.
There are many things to be mad at.
Good point from Marcus, and also, once again, Grimmel's dialogue. Even if you haven't figured out at the point that she was together with Kitten at one point, it kinda indicates that that she at least knows Kitten very well.
At least he wasn't as low as when, he and I were dating.
And here's the reveal. The build-up of them knowing each other paid off here with Grimmel revealing that they were together.
Oh, yeah, you were a thing back then, weren't you?
Yeah.
And Marcus is actually seemingly taking it in stride.
About 10 years ago now.
God, I can't believe that ever worked for more than a week.
Well, hey, I was the first person he'd met who actually knew about blanks and stuff. Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, Grimmel is, not taking it well that she basically considers herself as Kitten only having been with her because, didn't know any other women he could relate to.
You've certainly been begging me not to speak in broken Japanese anymore.
As you should. Your vocalization is shite.
Hey, you're the harebrained British simulacrum of Japanese culture, not me.
No blow! I will smack you at the paddle
It's
game.
your fault I'm not allowed to watch Hokoto no Ken anymore.
How is that my
Because when
fault?
you two were living together, you couldn't sleep without your shock blasting and loop into your ear holes for the full 10 hours.
Oh, so he
Yeah.
was shock after all.
Yes.
More argument, an image of Kenshiro over her face. And, yeah, we can kind of see how they were like, yeah, I'm surprised this could have lasted more than a week.
Traumatized. You have left me a broken boy that I have to fix.
Yeah, and we can see here that while Marcus does still get along with and like Grimmel very well, he is a bit frustrated over her treatment of Kitten, which is one of the ways that this could have gone very much worse between them.
It's not the only thing I broke, let me tell you.
Please, we're getting too private. Also, I broke it too.
Yeah, you guys are weirdos.
I wish to hear more of the brokenness.
No. In any case, he's still talking about the Arcanum as if it still has some kind of jurisdiction over us. Like,
Yeah.
after the initial encounter, when we brought the blanks back to the bus, he was all worried that the Arcanum would find out about us doing our usual thing.
Yeah, so there's that.
Like, what would they even do? Send us a cease and desist?
Marcus is definitely a bit unaware of the Arcanum's full capabilities here.
Well, while the Arcanum is a scholarly organisation that mostly just gathers and keeps information, it does have a rather sordid history of, contracting people to take care of issues.
And this is foreshadowing for the fact that the Arcanum has our contacts within the rest of the Coalition, including some very dangerous organizations.
Sure, Remold and his pack of geriatrics aren't going to do a thing, but who knows who they might send to do something.
That being said, Remold and his pack of geriatrics, so I'm wondering if this pack of geriatrics thing is referring to Remold, Occam, or just Remold and the higher ranking people in the Coalition, the guys from London and from the other offices. I'm pretty sure it's referring to the latter because we do end up seeing someone from another Arcanum branch, or at least all of the Overseer. I don't quite remember what he was, but he could qualify as one of Remold's geriatrics. So yeah, probably referring to them, since Remold, when we see him in the Arcanum later on, he's mostly hanging out with people who are quite a bit younger than him, with the exception of Fatigue. And actually, yeah, maybe Fatigue's part of that pack, sort of, though he's certainly the nicest member of it if he's being counted here.
Such a wasted opportunity, that whole bloody org. Imagine the good it could do if it only opened up a little. If it just took what it knows and applied it. I only hope Remold actually has a heart attack or something that might fix things up if only a tinge.
No.
Which, kinda, in a small way, implies that membership in the Arcanum, people only really seem to advance when someone older dies. Like, we later on find out that these two, I can't remember what we know about Harry, but they're still considered associate members, like lower-ranking members, despite being in the organization for at least a decade, if not longer.
Oh, he's got a
Advancement is definitely very limited within the Arcanum.
point.
We could arrange this.
I'm sure we could. Hey, you know, I actually still have his number in my contacts.
Bit of foreshadowing here, as well as maybe a bit of setup.
Maybe we should call him and
Mostly
scream
setup.
something at him.
Well, what
Oh wow, the scream thing definitely foreshadowing.
heart attack then?
We could blast the audiobook version of the Book of Lucifer into his phone at 500% speed.
That would, without a doubt, work. Here, give me your MP3 player. Oh, shit, who's slamming the door then?
Boy!
Here's the introduction of, what's his name again? Brockham Blacklaw. Another very important character and Remold's offspring. So, Brockham and his cronies are basically orcs, except human.
I hear you. What'll you be having?
God, it's Brawl.
Yeah, kinda like how they're making the pictures smaller to give a perspective implied that Brockham and colleagues, when they the bartender at the moment, are a bit further away from the other guys. It's establishing location despite the format.
Give us a point of the old reader.
God, broke slackjaw.
Marcus referring to him that way indicates that they know each
Still
other.
alive?
Regrettably.
I'm sorry. A what?
Come on, give us your dirty point, mate.
Eh.
Sorry.
Alright, now, I have a theory. And this theory is about Brockham's storyline. So, my theory is that Brock Blacklaw's storyline overall is basically a sort of weird coming-of-age story. A bit like how the Epic of Gilgamesh is kind of one. Brock is an adult. He's, judging by how Marcus knew him since, like, high school or so, Brockham is at least 30, maybe a year or two younger than Marcus at the youngest, but very likely he's Marcus's age or older. But he doesn't act like he is. He still acts like a high school bully, essentially, without, like, changing his behavior. And based on some things in recent episodes, I think we're going to see Brockham get a bit more mature in behavior as a sort of... Yeah, so basically I think he might be undergoing a coming-of-age arc.
What do you want?
But right now we're establishing right away that Brockham is a bit of a dick. He's harassing the bartender by, like, intentionally confusing him with wording.
You daft! I want a point.
What? Of what?
Oi! Easy, relax, big man.
And it's also establishing, sort of in a way, I guess a slight cowardice, because, like, when the guy starts reacting this way, the bartender, with more aggression and frustration, Brockham, backs down right away, but in a mocking way, rather than a, sorry about that, was just joking way.
So what are you ordering?
Is this like not good or what? Give us a pint. Half Stella, half Iron Brew, half Explorer, mix it up in...
Now, there are a few things that need to be said here. So, I looked up the symbolism of this stuff since I don't know much about alcohol. If I remember right, Stella's a little bit expensive, which indicates that Brock comes from money. In Brew, I think, is either foreign or unusual, which indicates he's a weirdo. Not sure about Explorer, and I might be getting the symbolism mixed up. But the fact that he says 3 halves indicates that Brock's not that smart.
Stick it on me, Tab.
Jesus.
A curse upon my day.
All the bloody pubs and all the bloody counties.
Speed, get order up and all grabbing table.
Yes, boss.
I'll have a white lightning, boy.
Yes, mate. You got any of that Tesco's value wine?
Yeah, so those two get in spit, Brock's cronies, basically order lower range, like cheap beer, indicating that they're more low class than Brock is. And I would like to note that this is a kind of establishment of, well, I guess Brock's character, or at least retroactively, something that says a lot more about him than it does more so when you look at it from later episodes. So, Brock is from the upper classes, despite the fact that he definitely has the feel of a low-class lout, I think is a trope, but he's perfectly fine with hanging out with Gid and Spit, who are of a lower social class, despite Remold's, well, thoughts on people who are poor. And also, I would like to note that Remold seems to be perfectly fine with Brock having friends who are lower class than him, despite, once again, his own thoughts on the poor. And, of course, well, Brock, in later episodes, does seem to genuinely care about Gid and Spit. He probably does like that they're two people that he can order around, but he also seems to genuinely like and care for them as people, not just as lackeys. So, honestly, this says a lot. This says a little bit that Brock doesn't have all the prejudices that his father does, first, and next that Remold is willing to support Brockham's friendships, at least to an extent, even if they are with people that Remold himself probably wouldn't associate with as anything other than cronies.
What? No.
Good thing we brought
Which, in a way, is a kind of redeeming quality for Brockham, and why I think they're going to go for a coming-of-age thing with him, or at least him maturing. Because, like, they're not presenting him as someone who's completely irredeemable.
Saved us a couple of quid there, haven't we?
That pack wasn't meant to survive past primary school, honestly.
Sorry, who are these tossers?
Now, Grimmel doesn't recognize them. It should be noted that those three show up at the Arcanum later. So this basically indicates that, well, Grimmel doesn't... They're new hires to the Arcanum, considering how Grimmel was there for at least 10 years.
They're the local Muppets.
Brock Blacklaw and his 2 goons. They like to cause a ruckus in the daily. That's all they do.
I went to the same school as them way back. Their greatest hits included yanking my shirt.
Yeah, so like I said, Brockham is at least around Marcus's age. I'd put him a year or 2 younger at the most.
Pocket off, stuffing a seagull in my backpack, ripping my rarest trading card in half, and stealing my books. And then eating my books.
Wow.
More establishment of Brockham's a bit stupidity, because that is not good for you.
Sounds like 3 upstanding gents.
Oi, bar boy, where's the best spot to park me chairs so I can catch the footy?
Sir, well, we have chairs. Why have you brought your own?
The stores are absolute shite, mate. Look at him. They're all round.
Another establishment of Brockham's weirdness. He apparently isn't aware that bar stools being round is normal.
But bar stools are generally round.
Have you some kind of fruit bar, maybe? You see fruits here, I'll take you.
Yeah, like, it's probably a good thing later on that Marcus didn't have the love thing set to kitten.
You like apples?
Or peaches like.
Then again, knowing him, he might actually be talking about literal fruit here, and not a term for a gay bar.
Yeah, pretty much what it is. Smart, can't afford better.
We literally can't. No. I'm sorry.
What? You're not getting all that much folk in here?
That's
It's because your stores are naff, mate. Think a little, right?
I don't want any trouble.
Oi. Pipe down, Sonny Jim. I'm doing you a favour. Now quit jabbering and pour on my damn pint.
Wait, sorry, what was his name you said?
Broke slack jaw.
It's Brock Blacklaw.
Yeah, Marcus's
Hold on.
word.
related to Remold?
Yeah, that's his glorious offspring.
Yup, establishment of relationship there.
Shit!
And Grimmel's quite surprised.
Remold copulated with a Brit? Is that allowed?
Which is also establishment here that Remold is not British. He lives there, but he himself is from somewhere else.
Fortunately, aye. And now we're paying for Reynolds' indiscretion.
I like to think he grew that creature from a sludge pit in the woods. Oh no.
Yeah, like, and, well, we'll later on find out that Remold has quite a few children.
He's heading in that direction.
Just keep walking. He's seen us.
Hey! Hello. Now, what have we here?
Ah, Brock. Hello there.
Hey, boss, you sourced us a table, lad.
Bloody hell, look, it's little Marky D. Mate, Halloween.
Referring to Marcus as Marky D, because, well, Big D's son, and Marcus does not have a surname.
2 months ago. Boy, wow, it's been a long time. What happened, Marky? Throw yourself down the stairs again, did ya?
I didn't throw myself down the bloody stairs.
But you look exactly like you did when you threw yourself down those stairs all those years ago.
Yeah, Brock bringing up an incident from presumably their childhood while also avoiding responsibility for it, despite the fact that he will get much more directly violent.
I remember it so well.
You pushed me.
Mate, come on. I didn't put...
And this is, in a way, this is basically a slow escalation between those two, building up their conflict slowly while raising the stakes. Right now, Brock is definitely being a dick, but aside from the pushing thing, he isn't being violent, at least in a way that could potentially be traced back to him.
I just nudged you a little, friendly like, and then you just threw yourself down these stairs like a bloody diver.
Yeah.
All this talk
So, there.
of stairs is making me thirsty.
Oh, what are you doing? That's my beer.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, him stealing Harry's bear.
Hey, attaboy, kid.
Man, Hairy Leg, you's proper generous.
Yeah, so this is an escalation, or rather, well, raising the stakes, I think would be a better term for it, from, like, Brock was previously just being a bit of a dick. Here he's actively stealing, or at least his cronies
Anyone
are.
else want to share the fun?
By God.
Oh, hey, I didn't see the bloody alien.
Reference to Grimmel's appearance and hair color.
Oh, in the good evening, Lise.
No.
And, at least, probably because of how afraid, well, terrifying, I mean, she is the only person that Brockham treats with respect, or maybe he just likes a bit heavier women.
So, little Marky D out for a night in the town with the lads? Finally drinking edge, big
Why is this banter funny?
I have been for 12 years in this bloody country.
9 years in the US.
Just tell him to shut his... Wait, what was this bloke's name again? Slackjaw?
Oh.
Yeah, alright, I can see why. Looks like it's gaping
Raising the stakes there a bit, because Grimmel just said some stuff she probably shouldn't have.
balls hanging on by a thread.
Oi, shut your gob, you toothy sea cucumber. Yeah, the boys are chatting. Yeah. What an invitation for the deep sea creatures to start mouthing off.
Yeah, now Brock gets a bit mad, throws a proper insult, makes a sexist comment. Raising of the stakes.
Brock, it's a Saturday. Can we just have a good time and not do
We
this?
are having a good...
Yeah, and Harry's trying to be reasonable, de-escalate the situation, in line with his prior characters.
time, Hairy Leg.
Is Asian.
Get, drink his beer again. All right, boss.
Brockham responds by, showing that he enjoys doing this sort of bullying thing. Yeah. And yeah, he vomited out the beer and then drank it again, just to make a point.
Did he just reverse drink my beer?
That's repulsive.
On the topic of having a good time, Marky.
Bollocks.
It's all come to understand it. You've got a new bird, ain't you?
Wait,
Understand it. You've got a new bird. A good time, Marky.
Bollocks.
It's all come to understand it.
Occam's understanding, this shows that even if, I think he said Occam there. If he did and I didn't mishear him, that's the first mention of Occam. No, it wasn't. Occam was mentioned earlier, but, like, this indicates that Brock is in contact with Occam, even if he isn't in direct contact with the other members of the Arcanum. Which, will make sense since we later on find out that Occam is Brock's cousin.
You've got a new bird, ain't you?
Bird, yeah, sure.
Yeah, Marcus typing on the phone is a bit of foreshadowing here. And this is also escalation. Well, rather raising stakes. I keep getting terms. But anyway, this is raising the stakes. Now Brockham is threatening Marcus's personal relationships. And given Brockham's possibly, anti-gay remark earlier, if he wasn't talking about a bar that also sells actual fruit, which, seeing what he's like, he might have been, this also kinda puts Marcus in a bit greater of danger from him.
Oh, come on, Marky boy. Stop clicking at your stupid phone. Am I being sent to Coventry here? It ain't nothing to be ashamed of, you can tell me. What's she like, mate? Mm-hmm. Is she pretty?
Clearly, I have a...
Bloody hell, am I kidding? You packing anything prettier than a bog body?
Fucking hey, right?
Quality bar.
Big Red out here shagging bog bodies.
Yeah, them continuing to make fun while Marcus finishes some things up.
Utterly hard sentences.
Brock, that's not on. Come on, big man.
It's like I've stepped into a billowing dumpster.
Come on, Marky. Give us a chance to chat with her. Just so I can get an inkling about who you're getting on with.
Yeah, Brock now pushing things a bit further, not just asking for Marcus, not just asking about Marcus's, fiance in this case, but also, establishing that he doesn't quite, trying to get into actual contact with who he thinks is a she.
Funny, Brock. Next, I'll give you my home address.
And now outright stealing a phone, which is obviously quite a bit more expensive than beer, and a further raising of the stakes and, escalation.
Hey, give that back!
Give him back his bloody phone, you knuckle-dragging knucklehead!
Don't worry, I'm just gonna make myself a call. I'll be done in a tick. Let me have a gander at your contacts.
Boys!
That's the badger. Love it says, look.
Holy shit!
Oi, Mark, is that a Nokia
Yep.
Engage?
Shut up, speak on making me call.
And now...
I hear you, this here red. Oh, smart enough, you can down to a real man.
Yeah, Marcus just way opening his eyes a bit more.
Maybe you should swing by Brock Blacklaw's place so ours can show you how.
This was too much even for this horrible channel. Yeah, whatever Brockham said there, it definitely crossed a few lines.
Oh, I ain't Brock Blacklaw.
And this is Remold's first appearance. Brockham just realized that he called his own father and said that stuff to him. And this is the payoff to all the earlier setups of Marcus still having Remold in his contacts. In Remold, as well as showing that, Marcus was, establishing that Remold was Brockham's father, and Marcus typing in on his phone was him changing the contact name to trick Brockham.
Just who the bloody hell do you think you're talking to right now?
Dad?
Good lord, boy. That's filthy language you use.
Wait, no,
You and I will have a serious talk about this. How could you say these things to your poor brother? Right then you had a heart attack.
And they almost caused the heart attack like they kinda intended to do earlier.
Even those bastard things come out your gut. End of discussion.
So I do like that this is a bit of establishment, how Remold is clearly using an old-timey phone here as opposed to more advanced cell phones, despite the fact that he has more than enough money to buy one.
Home in 1 hour. You're eating.
Hell, this isn't even like a normal phone for the early 2000s or late 1900s. This is a straight-up 1800s era phone. Like, it'd be pretty unusual, or maybe early to mid 1900s at the earliest.
But
And also, get your arse home in 1 hour. That establishes that Brockham's on a time limit.
but
Oh, what's the matter, son? Disappointed in your newest stepdad?
Brockham is getting a bit more upset.
Remold is a lovely little Belgian waffle, isn't he? Don't worry, Mark treats your poor papa real nice.
Well, you heard your dad, son. Expect
Yeah.
you home by 7. We'll talk about
And now they're the ones making fun of him, but, well, the stakes have been raised as Brockham is now going to go full into violence. Marcus is all pulled over the table.
Oh, blood rushing to brain.
Easy, fellas.
oh, it was real funny. I'm gonna be laughing all the way to Cow Tower. Gonna see how much you two will be laughing
Harry's still trying to de-escalate things.
from the bottom of the bloody river yard.
Hey, no.
Oh, hold on, Harry. He's right. I gave him
Yeah,
something good.
yeah, you did, big man.
Yeah, Brockham at least has a somewhat decency to, like, admit that he fell for that
It's
hard.
real funny.
Good.
Now shut up, son.
Still gonna beat him up for it, though.
This can throttle
Come
ya.
on, Brock. Why are you overreacting? I was just pulling your leg a little.
Poor
And now Marcus is, well, saying things that Brockham would probably say if Brockham was the one pulling this on Marcus. But, well, just showing that Brockham himself is, like, a bit of a hypocrite, since obviously if Marcus looks like this after he pushed him down the stairs, Brockham's obviously done much worse to him in the
choice
past.
of words.
And yeah, this is where the stakes really heavily raise, because Marcus's legs were broken when he was thrown down a tower, or at least injured, when he fell out the window, jumped out, and then they were shot. Brock is aggravating his injury,
Kid, shake the sea slug, see if anything nice falls out.
and now he's going for an even further robbery. And note that it's already basically been established that Brockham comes from money. He doesn't need to worry about it. He isn't stealing stuff or encouraging other people to steal stuff because he needs to. He's doing it because he wants to.
Good old-fashioned shakedown.
You bloody bastard!
Ah, you're fussy little bugger, ain't you?
Punches get.
Oi, quit it.
Marcus's neck more.
Whoa there, Harry. Just getting our own back on 'em. Boss man won't bust up much.
Yeah, Brockham is taking things much further than before, and even they are a bit
How about this?
put off by it.
A drinking competition. My treat.
Seeing as how you made my whole night go up in smoke, why don't you explain how that makes up for it?
Yeah.
Well, look at it like this. How is it you can drink me under the table most of the time? So you get to bleed me dry of my money. And I'm sure you like drinking, so it only seems natural.
Alright, Marky, supposing I buy that.
Though, yeah, the fact that that he stopped pulling the legs when Marcus mentioned drinking indicates that, yeah, he really does like drinking.
What do I do when I thrash you?
Well, odds are I'll be out cold from the drinking, so you can just keep beating the tar out of me. Only difference is I won't be awake to stop you.
Marcus, that's demented.
And
Yep.
nobody is going to stop you either.
It's probably what he has to do to convince Brockham to agree to this.
Ballsy right now, mate.
But if I
But he has a
win,
trick planned.
You let us go.
Boss, that sounds absolutely bonkers. He can't
Too
seriously.
right, he can't seriously anything.
Yeah, they can clearly tell that something is up, that unlike Marcus's friends, they can't, that in a way they can't, who are mostly worried about Marcus, they are sensing that's some sort of trip, but they agree to it anyway.
Marky, you know, I'll call you bitch. Get your arse up here. You and me are going to the bar.
Boss?
You Wakers gonna let me go now? Oh, you aren't gonna believe how bad I'm gonna slap your ass!
Mark, I've got to...
Remo, if you like, you can do that with
This is
that
a piss
ore
poor
to me.
idea. Blackwell's got a urinary tract of stainless steel and a liver made of lead.
Stop whinging, Harry. I've got a plan.
Whinging.
You daft bastards done jabbering. In case you forgot, I've only got an hour now before I've got to stop
I
it.
hear you, Brock. I hear you.
Certain the
Hour
fortress is
time
full of
limit.
ox herding.
Drink Commander Mark!
Nah, don't, Mark. Ow.
Bite.
Ugh.
Barkeep?
Oh, what in the hell is it now?
He's buying the next round. And the next couple of ones, actually. Ain't that right, Ray?
Yeah, that's right. A drinking game for me and my pal here. Make sure the drinks are nice and strong.
What? Marcus doing 2 snaps and a bit of a pause. One of the drinks is nice. The other one is strong.
All
Third
right,
snap.
then.
And the barkeep
If you
gets
damn
it.
sure.
Yes, big man. Get spit to the table. Take our catch of the day, too.
Yes, boss.
Alright,
Yeah.
seriously, are you
That
fucking
sea urchin
school
thing
now
with
left?
Grimmel.
It's gonna be holding me upside down.
Right down,
this
lads.
whole
Boss
time.
wants... Ah,
Yeah.
don't hurt me.
I will get... I fucking will.
Alright, mate, just remember what I said. Make the drinks nice and strong.
1 drink nice, 1 strong.
Guys, you're gonna
Appreciate it.
seriously be making my break your ass bone list if you don't let me go right
Hey,
now.
Grimmel, how's it going?
Hi, Marcus. Just being held by my leg here. You are gonna win, right?
Hopefully.
Gonna try like hell.
Pouring. I like how it's tilting with
All
the
right,
pouring
you two.
drink.
This stuff is some of the strongest I've got. Mind you don't get too drunk. All right.
I'll get as pieces I want to get, big man. Just keep it coming. Marky here is footing the bill, after all.
So, what are we drinking?
Had me some spare bottles of Applejack kicking round. Shipping error, if you can believe it. Bloody imports. Nobody's drinking it, so guess you two are stuck.
Right, mate. Cheers.
Both drinking.
Oh, it's got a nice burn, ain't it, Whiskey?
Yep, sure does.
Proper happily, too. Like a bloody kid's drink, this is. Keep 'em coming, bar boy.
Boy.
Is first man to the stomach pump the one way you settle conflicts?
It's the only way real men settle arguments, love.
Well, wait a minute. You guys were, I guess, settling an argument by threatening to beat people up earlier. Ha! You just admitted that you're not a real man. You're really a kangaroo wearing a human suit.
I could inject frog juice into your gut. This would be more efficient.
Mark, you're going to make yourself proper sick if you keep this up. Me and Grimmel have got your back. You don't need to do this.
Harry, you're not going to fight. Even if things go bad, you're too weak-willed to. Too kind-hearted, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and you can be kind-hearted without being weak-willed, but indicated by the Garu episode, he definitely has low willpower compared to probably most of the other people in the room, except maybe Elise.
It's appreciated, seriously. But I'm not having either of you get laid out by Brock and his goons.
Sweetie.
And Marcus is showing his care for his friends here, as well as his confidence in his own plan.
Mark, but I'm still feeling like my head's about to pop.
Didn't figure someone as pasty as her could turn red like that. Better drink quick then, mate.
Drinking.
Smarter, you teetotaler. Too spicy for Big Red. Do you need a light down, little mocky tea?
No? The only one needing a lie down after this is gonna be you, Blacklaw. Gonna lay you down for bed, like...
And Marcus is faking being more drunk than he actually is here to trick Brockham.
Shut it! I ain't ever downed pints of fucking liquor before.
And that's why I'm gonna drink you dry. And then beat the snot out of you while you're suffering from alcohol poisoning. For mostly the first part.
How the hell have you never grown up, mate?
Yep. Point that I made at the start, or at least much earlier in the video. Brock is still acting like a high school bully, even if he's in his 30s.
What about every leg? I've grown plenty.
You're still the same old schoolyard tosser that you were almost 20 years ago. Have you not got better things to do?
It's honestly embarrassing, pal. You try getting into manga? Did
Yeah.
wonders for my anger issues.
Grimmel, you still beat people with that paddle.
And I'll do it again. Stop derailing me.
Yeah, she still has her anger issues.
Better you two.
Still a hothead fighter.
Drink his beer again.
Oi, stop that!
Drinks.
How the hell are you doing that?
Cheers, Marky.
Very sticky.
Just wanted Wanna just tap out now before I bleed your wallet dry?
And
Spare
Brockham
yourself
is
some
starting
cash
getting
for the
drunk
patch job you're
too.
gonna need to fix your face again.
Judging by how his nose is red, I don't think that's something you can fake, so he's getting actually drunk here.
Fuck you, Blacklaw.
Hey, that's what I want to see. Another pint. I'm a little taken back at how you're still up and at 'em. Gotta give it to you, bro. Ain't gonna do you much good, though. Just gonna add alcohol poisoning to your coroner's statement.
Marcus,
Yeah,
just...
Brock's at least being slightly respectful, sort of.
You can stop, man. Please, don't actually poison yourself.
I'm we Grimo, Mark. Just throw it in already.
This is painful to watch. I might be sick for you if you don't vomit here soon.
Gotta keep drinking.
Brockham is very drunk at this point.
Pints of brandy, mate. Even I starting to feel it.
Come on,
Yep, like he
boss,
said.
Just beat their asses already. I'm getting too many welts.
You've proven you can drink anyone under, boss. Don't want to get you in trouble with your dad.
Mate, I don't take lip from you two on this stuff.
Getting a bit
Another
aggressive
round,
there.
gents?
Hey,
No, boss.
I said more.
And even they are getting worried about Brockham. More alcohol.
Come on, Marky. Sleep already.
I'm not tired in the least, mate. One more.
Yep. Getting another one.
Hi, Brookie. You're looking a bit knackered.
Boss?
Holy shit. Brock is flickering in and out of reality.
What the ruddy hell is happening here?
It's alright, bro. You go sleepy. Snipples, I will bring you home after this.
Oi, boy.
And now Brock is very
How come
drunk.
you had two bottles on the trace.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's faking it because his nose is red. Not sure how he'd do that without putting on makeup. But he did notice the bottles thing.
Started.
It's sanitary reasons. Pouring for you, pouring for him.
Hang on, who the bloody hell
Yeah.
does that?
Yeah, what?
Well, I don't want to share my bottle with the sludge pit monster.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so this is where Marcus really fucks up and shows his arrogance. If Marcus had just backed up the guy's story or said another lie or did something else that would continue the trick, he probably would have been able to settle things then and there with just a few more drinks to make Brockham go out. Especially since I do think Brockham is really drunk and didn't fake it. That, though Brockham might, if Brockham faked it, it also indicates that he's at least has that orky cunning in him. But in any case, this kind of reminds me of Odysseus and the Cyclops, where Marcus just has to let Brockham know that he tricked him, that he's the one who did it, when he probably would be far better off just going along and just not saying anything.
And besides, I was just kind of feeling like having my brandy at 0% alcohol content today. You conceited dough-brained boil on reality.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, sorry, Brock, but you're the only one here guzzling down drink like a sink without a drain board.
You.
I have been enjoying the veritable waterfall from the sidelines with some crisp, alcohol-free apple cider.
Swapped out the contents in the back.
Hang on.
You're a shit customer, Blacklaw.
You.
And for a moment, it looks like Marcus has fully won.
Oh, Lord, you're gonna have to piss something fierce later, Mom.
A small price to piss.
You cheating me?
Yeah, thickwit, I cheated you. What is so hard to grasp about that? Did the Applejack melt whatever cognition you had left in that sack of a skull?
Nah, Keith. Nah, I just...
For a moment, fake out, seeming like Marcus has won. But then...
Just needed to hear you hang yourself, Mark.
That was enough for knowing that he cheated was enough for Brock to sober up. Unless he was faking to get Marcus to trick Marcus into saying that he was cheating, because he did notice that something was wrong earlier, so it could be that Brockham was faking, but the red nose thing is what makes me think he wasn't.
All it took was a bit of rage to sober up our boss.
Rage sobered him up.
You're a bloody monster!
Spit! Toast the slag, hold down Marky here.
No, you bloody don't.
And Brockham beats up Harry in one blow, indicating that, just showing his strength. Harry is somewhat, and further, escalating it, raising stakes. Previously, we established that Harry was in the gym 5 days a week, which would basically show that he's someone who is at least fairly strong, even if we don't see his full body in the audio log. And Brock downed him with one punch, which should show, that Brockham himself is ridiculously strong. Even if his body, even if you can't tell it from his body alone, this is fully confirmed. Now that we see his whole body aside from title card.
Not much left in this one, but it'll be a good start. You've got a lot of catching up to do.
What?
Harry, please use your muscles.
I only use them for lifting things.
Yep, and Harry fully establishing that he is not a fighter, which is consistent with his character in early episodes. He probably doesn't even know how to throw a proper punch. Grimmel, however, goes in with her oar.
So yowie paddle, you uncultured goon! I do not deny my blade its purpose!
Metal Gear reference, I guess. Pinlock.
This lock can't hold me, you muscle-bound!
Honestly, if he's able to, strangle a ghoul, if Grimmel is the ghoul, then and she has some level of super strength, that is even more impressive.
Marcus, help me break.
Strangling Harry.
Finally grow a pair.
Get your malformed fingers off his throat.
Kicking get.
Big black claw!
Not now, Marky. Busy crushing windpipe. Quit biting me off.
I swear to cock, I will smash your jaw off like an overripe apple with your fucking chair, Black Claw!
Wait!
Yep, the chair is what gets him to back down at least a little bit.
All right, Mark. You just put that chair down.
What?
Marcus is...
Seriously?
Yeah, he's surprised that worked.
Me menacing you with a chair to get this nonsense to stop?
No, shut it! I mean, no, it ain't like that, mate. That folding chair is a Blacklaw family heirloom.
Which should show that that Brock does care about his family and family heritage, or if it doesn't show that, then this is at least in line with earlier, where Brock still listens to his father and does seem to respect Remold.
Don't do nothing to it.
So you might think that might get in trouble with Remold if it breaks. So yeah.
Oh, what? You're gonna pummel me like you've been
No,
doing?
I'm dead serious, Mark. Don't.
Unhand Grimmel, and I'll give you back your bloody chair. I swear, though, if you try anything, the sickness of dogs long past will haunt you.
Now, this, combined with the supernatural events that had happened after, or at least very unlikely coincidence, are a sign that, it could be that Marcus is a latent mage, and that he cast a spell there. It's also possible that the chair itself was supernatural, leaning towards the former more than the latter, Mostly because I suspect that the chair is the same one that got destroyed when Brock attacked Matilda. We don't see it in this episode, but possible they're the same, though not 100% sure. And maybe, tell me in the comments if there's something that disqualifies them being the same.
Regret harming us tenfold?
The fuck's he yammering on about?
I actually don't know.
No, it sounded intimidating.
It did not.
Throw me the chair, I'll throw you the slab.
Biting you!
Cut! Knock it off!
Good, that's our trade. Catch! Wait, shit!
And Marcus completed his end of the bargain, though, he's not exactly in a condition to catch someone right now.
Legs not sturdy enough.
Why did you have to throw me?
Alright, got me chair.
Probably something that sounded more cool at the time.
I'm putting a stop to this now.
For a moment, you might think that Brock is just going to cut his losses and leave.
Ragtag lot have well and truly scuppered up my perfectly nice evening by acting up and thinking you're all big in that. But you aren't. You are rubbish. Balmy, wonky cockups with no place here. Get the fuck out of this country, or I would chop your heads off and put them on the rack of me truck.
And now, he's actually getting the sickness of dogs past, which I've heard some people theorize is also extends to the werewolves, but, as in, like, that curse. If it is a curse, extends to the werewolves.
What's happening? Why are there two of yous now?
What?
Just quit squirming around. Feel.
Guess he hit his limit after all.
Thundering ain't gonna stop me. Just pisses me off more. Shit. Think I'll just start by giving you some nice cuts.
Yeah, and now, this is the full escalation. Actually, when I first saw this, I kind of thought that Grimmel sabotaged the blades, considering her reaction to them. Now I know that she didn't, but that's why my first impression was. And the, let's see, oh yeah. But this is clearly some sort of curse thing, I guess, but anyway. This is the final raising of stakes in this episode. Things have escalated to the point where Brock is doing something that could potentially kill Marcus and the others. Before, he was just talking about using his fists, which still, you can kill someone with your fist, but it's less likely. But, well, in World of Darkness terms, he's gone from bashing damage to lethal damage.
Boss's knife just fell apart.
Hey, my knife!
That was his trusty switchblade.
Nice knife, Burger.
Bah, black blood boys always keep spares. Yeah.
Another
What
switchblade.
was it?
Detonates and stabs them.
Boss's knife just exploded.
But that was his mum's trusty switchblade.
Nice knife, part 2.
That's it.
Nobody reference.
That one looks a bit more sturdy.
Yeah, the Bowie knife. Not something you want to be stabbed by or cut by.
I've puked and knives explode in me hands and me night ruined by you. I was gonna carve me some red snapper. Get it? Red snapper. Funny, right? Come here, Red.
Sorry, Gov, I'm afraid
And now Guy Chapman saves the day.
I don't quite get it.
What?
But I suppose I am kind of cutting in here myself.
Oh, tosses the filth.
Top of the evening, lads and ladies. Hey, big fella. You happen to have a license for that knife? Gotta say, lad, it's poor form to be menacing two folks in a public forum with an unlicensed knife.
Yeah, Brock probably could get a license for his knife fairly easily given his wealth and family connections, but the fact that he doesn't is perfectly in character for him with what's been established now. Sorry, so far.
Dick, spit, scupper.
Run.
We gotta get out of here.
Ah, right. Forgot there's a back entrance. Should have secured that.
Yeah. Bugger. To be fair, it's just you there, so, it's gotta be difficult to secure an entrance with just yourself, I think.
Now that's timely intervention.
Oi, you lot. You folks alright?
What a stupid night this has been.
We're fine now, Constable.
One way to describe
Thank you
it.
for your,
I think your friend there put it best. Timely intervention.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Do wish you'd arrived a bit sooner.
I hadn't exactly known there was about to be a violent scuffle in the pub I was going to visit, mate.
Yeah, fair.
Come on, up you come.
Thanks. Hey, haven't I seen you before?
Mark, we're gonna...
Yep, he
sell
has.
the damages, see what exactly we owe.
Damn it, I didn't even get to drink.
I have a bottle of Everclear at my place.
Right, not too worse for wear, I take it.
Still pretty bad, mate. No, but seriously, you were the cop that interrogated us.
And now he fully recognizes it.
Yeah, that's me.
Are you following me?
What?
You interrogated me and the others, and now you happen to wind up in the very bar that I was going to not one night after we were held hostage.
Mate, I'm off duty.
Yeah. Probably biggest twist of him being there.
Wait, then why are you wearing the hat?
I like the hat. Plus, people tend not to try and pick fights with a police officer in the pub.
Good point.
So, why are you here?
Mate, it's pub time.
And it was established in the last few episodes that Guy Chapman goes to the pub.
Well, alright, sorry I asked.
It's all good, big man. I hope you're recovering well.
Yep, sure am. Gonna go be with my friends now, so...
Take it easy, lad. And do try not to speak quite so openly about your little vampire problems.
Yeah, so this is why Dee is very cautious with Marcus. So, Marcus was the, Marcus mentioned the vampire stuff, and a ghoul straight up heard it. If Dee hadn't convinced Guy Chapman to join their side, this could have easily been fatal to Marcus. Like, this whole thing could have ended with them all dead. And Marcus doesn't quite seem to realize just how much he messed up.
What the fuck did you just say?
Though he does realize it a little bit.
What the fuck you mean right now?
Easy, Guff. Easy.
Yeah, he seems to realize it, but he doesn't quite connect it to, well, why Big D is cautious about him.
I'm working with your dad.
Father! What? But he hasn't...
Hasn't told him.
It's alright. I already know everything.
Wait, so you were following me? My father put you up to this?
Yeah, he's gone from the whole like shocked and a bit horrified and afraid to oh god, is D behind this?
Garth, I had a premonition that you might be out here loudly announcing your victory over a couple of unmentionable goons, based on your father's description of you. Just happened to overhear your discussion before the big guy got involved. Got good hearing, I do.
Really good hearing. Are you a hunter?
Maybe?
Well, why didn't you bloody help earlier in the brawl?
Hey, you seemed like you could handle them up to that point, till the big lad got the knives out.
Yeah, until that final bit of raising the stakes there.
That was quite incriminating. Unlicensed and all. And, you were handling it quite well, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, well, thanks, law enforcement.
Mate, it's lucky that I gave your pal that apple juice. I checked the patch number on that Applejack. It's apparently part of a recall. Salmonella.
Salmonella? In brandy?
Yeah, pretty suspicious that.
Holy shit, how did it survive?
Christ, that's lucky. I was about to get some myself after watching Blacklord down pints of the stuff.
Salmon.
Too right. Now, I suppose I'd better go. I think I've been a little put off my booze by that little revelation.
Yeah,
Cheerio.
I'd be too if I drank at all.
Well, bye then. Hi again.
Did Bobby give you trouble?
No, he, It was nothing. Just told him about Brock. So, hey, won't be hearing from him in a week, will we?
Yeah, about that. What was with the fact that his one switchblade fell apart, the other switchblade detonated, he got cornered by a random policeman, and then apparently had been drinking salmonella juice all that time? Was that all planned? Like, how did you do all that?
Mate, what on earth makes you think I have that level of planning skill?
Yeah, he has some planning skill, but not on that level, but he might have some magic, or it might have been the chair.
What? So it all just kinda happened?
Or maybe Elise is the supernatural character.
I mean, yes? I guess. All I know is that it was incredibly satisfying.
Yeah, that's really weird, not gonna lie, but fuck if he didn't deserve all of it.
Yeah, too right.
I wonder.
What?
Yeah, she's probably contemplating... she's an expert of fairies, as we'll find out later, so she might be contemplating that a fae was involved, or if the chair was related to fae, or if Marcus was a fae, or something like that.
Probably nothing.
Right. What's the damages looking like?
Don't worry about it, pal. Seeing you put those gits in their place is good enough for me. Nothing was really damaged, save for the blood stain to the ground, and the vomit. But ain't nothing I ever dealt with before. But besides, I don't have to fill out the returns paperwork for the bottles he drank.
As silver of a lining as ever could be.
My chin still bloody hurts.
Look at the upshot, Harry. Just proves you've got a stronger jaw.
Right, I reckon we've had a night of it, and I'm bloody sore. We gonna head off?
Bloody hell, quit acting like a damn hero, Mark. Let me help you at least.
No, I've got it. Hey!
No. Quit your whinging. You wouldn't let me actually get in to help, so guess what? You're getting carried, mate.
Fine.
Thankful she isn't trying to fireman carry you, mate. Don't think either of you would enjoy that.
Come on, limp leg. Let's get going.
Just take me to the driveway up. I can make it from there. Thanks, Colonel.
Doitashimaste.
Yeah, whatever you said.
It's a lovely evening to limp around town.
Yeah. Sure is.
And things could have gone much, much worse. Thank you for watching, everyone, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.